description.
Alright, hey, how's it going? This is Hans the Ramen Raider coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And today we've got one from Singapore. This is Nissin Foods with their 328 Katong Laksa flavor. And I am pleased. Very pleased. So this one takes 3 minutes. You can hang. You can hang. This goes in at the end. Big sachet of Laksa powder. Really curious about this. This should be good. Everything else, except for honestly, I know a lot of people are going to be like, why? Why don't you like that? But the spicy versions of their salted egg, I just can't get with. But everything else, wow, a lot of 5 stars for them. Okay, let's fill to the line. Water to line. Do a little push. No, I don't want to take any. No, stay in there. Fork on top. 3 minutes. In the last episode, I mentioned that I got these flooring samples. Whatever that. These things, they're going to be the new backgrounds for the images that I do on theramenraider.com. That's what that big box there is a long plank of it I'm gonna have cut. But there's another device, and I wanted to show you that. Let me grab it. This needs cleaned again. Strangely enough, it needs cleaned. It's dusty. This is the RPFD. It is the Ramen Packaging Flattening Device, and it's a big, thick piece of plexiglass. It weighs about 4 or 5 pounds. And then this is a shower handle. So what you would do is you would take this in your bathroom shower, push it on the wall, push these 2 things down, and it would suction cup to it. So you had if you were a fall risk or you just needed a handle anywhere that was, flat, then you would just do that. But this thing works great. I just take noodle packaging and put it on the scanner like that, and it does a way better job of just closing the lid of the scanner. A lot of the time, it would be uneven. This works every time, folks. So yeah, I also mentioned in the last episode that I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff during my kids' winter break. I'll probably push out a couple unboxings, and that's about it. Other than that, reviews, I don't know. I said this about I wasn't going to do any reviews until their winter break, but it can be kind of difficult to do reviews when they're home, mainly because they're loud, they'll fight. They're 8 and 9 years old. My daughter just turned 8. Happy birthday, Mimi. So yeah, I do have at least one top 10 list that I need to finish up with. I believe that's the China list. So that's maybe a day. So that'll come out maybe not this Monday, but the Monday following. So, and honestly, the week of Christmas is not a great week to push out a lot of stuff. There's one thing that's coming, and it's an advent calendar from Germany. It's an instant noodle advent calendar. I really want to push that out before Christmas, but It's April for you. I skipped April 1st because I'm gonna put a little montage of my April Fool's Day stuff. I got into trouble with that one year. I came up with the idea, hey, I'll tell people I'm gonna retire as the Ramen Raider, right? And I'm gonna start reviewing desiccant packets. You know those little do not eat packets that are in, like, you got a bag of shoes, you get something that needs to be kept dry. So for like 2 weeks before April Fool's Day, maybe more like a month, but they show up rather often. So I like saved them all, and I did this little thing of like throwing them out and flipping them over and doing all this stuff and doing this exciting. The Ramen Raider is no more. Welcome to the exciting, fascinating world of desiccant, you know? And somebody's like, haha, April Fools. I'm like, no. I posted this for Asia because that's where most of my fans are. And it's not April 1st there. Oh, wow. No kidding, huh? Yeah, wow. You know? So I played it a little too well. But, you know, my best one that I came out with was for April Fools. Wasn't for the website, but it was when my son Andy was really young. And on April Fool's Day, when I got a phone call, I'd answer and I'd be like, oh man, what a night. Oh, what happened? And I would kind of like bust out into fake tears, you know, I'd sound all broken up. You're like, yeah, oh, Andy, yeah, he's really such a little trooper. He got a tennis ball stuck in his mouth last night. And, I mean, he was like 1 or 2 when I did that. It's like, I'm sorry, there's no way a 1 or 2-year-old could, I mean, I guess technically it could be possible. He had that, but I was saying, like, he had that thing halfway in his mouth. I mean, it took a lot of work, and he had to, like, he was such a trooper. He sits perfectly still when they had the saw. And I was like, his grandma called up and that, and I was doing that. She got pissed. Oh my God. Hey, it's got fish balls in it. I might get one of those stuck in my mouth, I swear. But anyways, yeah, I like April Fool's Day, but I don't always come up with something really good to pull off, but that was a good one. Those two were pretty good examples. Another one was the Earth Ramen. Earth Ramen was, the idea that it was, I garnished it with like dirt from outside. It was like earth, super eco-friendly because it was just made of earth. And the last one that I did was the most viral video you will ever see about ramen. And I think that was the title. And it was about a time-honored family recipe that involved using mustard. I think it was like mustard and maple syrup. And it was just like way over the top, and it was silly. It was fun. I even got my daughter in on it. Ooh. Oh my. The noodle is spectacular in this. Oh my God. Now I feel really bad, because I wish I had better garnish for this. Look at that broth. Ooh, look at that oily. Here's what we got here. Oh my. And heat. Wow. The coconut flavor just screams through this. Mmm. Wow. Wow, that's a predator right there. Holy cow. That's my new term. That is a predatory instant noodle. When they're that good, ooh, holy moly. Whoa. I had no expectation of this one. Wow, I am thrilled. This is going to get some tasting, that's for sure. That is yummy. Oh yeah, I want to eat that. And I'm going to eat that. That's the thing. That is not going to get left alone. That is going to be it. I'm going to eat it. All right. Whew. Okay, I got one egg that's kind of funky. This one is not funky. Wow. I am very impressed with this Laksa, folks. This actually, it said there was going to be some like grittiness because there's actual Laksa leaf in it. I didn't really detect that so much. It might be on the bottom. Oh my God. Yeah, this is, wow. Good for you, Singapore. You guys keep making really good stuff. What's funny too is I've got product coming right now that should show up on Monday. It's coming out of Malaysia, but it's product for Singapore. I think there's a, I don't know, is there a Laksa in that mix? I think there might be. And I'm gonna add some of this. So we got scallion, we got egg, some Haibi That's oh, what do you call it? Homia sambal chili crunch shrimp, and it is, that stuff is good. I'm getting low on it. I'm gonna have to email them and ask, can you send me more? They're super nice. They will send me more, I'm sure. But yeah, whoever this lady who did this 328, is it 328? 385? Now I can't remember. But ma'am, you and your hawker stall and your 6 months time working on coming up with the broth, thank you. Time well spent. Do a little crushed red pepper too. Kind of makes it easier. Rotating. All right, well, thank you very much, folks, for watching the big show. The next one you're gonna see is this. This is Urban Salted Egg collaboration with Nissin Foods Singapore. This is the spicy version. I really like the straight version, but this one will have garnish with it, so I'm curious how that plays out in this one. So yeah, that'll be on the next episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show that shows you what to do with your instant noodles. And the next show will be the last one I do in 2024, probably. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.